I've avoided the spoilers long enough. It's time to talk about how messed up Blake Lively is in her latest movie, Another Simple Favor. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore, and yes, the cat's out of the bag. A lot of you have now watched the film over on Amazon Prime, and you're all talking about this scene that I did allude to, but I didn't want to spoil for people who wanted to see it. But you know what? It's time to spoil it. So if you haven't seen it, I'm going to explain what this means. We're going to watch part of it, and we're going to talk about how gross this all is. There's two specific scenes in this film that I want to break down. So in case you didn't watch it yet, I want you to know how deplorable, how like bitter and just trolly Blake Lively actually is. Because there's a few points here that are incredibly important to put out. So yes, she's getting torn apart for the horrible, Another Simple Favor, we're going to call it a SICKEST scene. A bunch of lowlifes. That's one way to describe it. It is indeed what they are. Here is the scene in the film. If you haven't seen the first film, spoiler alert from the first film, turns out Blake Lively has a twin. Well, in the sequel, they got to one-up it. So now she's got a triplet. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. The triplet edition is such a bad call. She's such a weird character. It makes no sense. She plays all weird ditzy. I really didn't like that twist about it. And where it gets even weirder is this scene where Blake Lively's main character is, paralyzed while her triplet is there and decides to get it on. That's what we're looking at here.
I also feel yours.
I feel you.
And we're just one. We ever gonna make you feel good. Do you want to see what I mean? Blink if that's okay.
Yeah, anyway, it continues and they then make out. It's unbelievable. It's like, who wants to watch this? I didn't want to see one Blake Lively, let alone two Blake Lively's making out, but she's just shoving it in our face at this point. Yeah, let's do it. Let's have Blake make out with her triplet because that's fun, isn't it? That's fun, right? Who wants to watch this? I sure as heck didn't. I really didn't want to watch this, and I don't think you really do either, to be fair. I'm a critic. I can't review these, spoil the movies when I'm reviewing them, but I did warn you. But yes, this scene continues, and they do share a peck, and it just doesn't even look that good. The effect's not that good. This whole thing just plays so grossly, so weirdly, and it's not the only thing she did as a way to troll and sort of upset the audience. Audiences online, just so I'm clear, just watched the horrible movie where Blake has a sex scene with her sister. So now two scenes between this and White Lotus. Hollywood is pushing in a bunch of lowlifes. Shame on Lively. Yeah, I don't know why we needed this. Who thought this was a good idea? That new Blake Lively movie was pretty good until they threw in that stuff with the sister. Hollywood is full of degenerates. They can't help themselves. The cringe is so bad, y'all. Another Simple Favor is a hot ass mess. She couldn't act her way out of a paper bag. One of the worst cess scenes where she makes out with herself. This should have went straight to Tubi, not Amazon Prime. Who wrote this? I'm crying. Another Simple Favor is the strangest cess-filled film I've watched ever. Blake Lively, you'll be dealt with. So yeah, she couldn't resist. But that's not the only thing she decided to do. There is a theory out there. I'm not saying this is real. Speculation, whatever. Don't sue me. My opinion. I don't know if this is true. And I'm not trying to put it out there. But the reason we're bringing this up is because she seemingly addressed it in the movie. Because this is a very popular theory that Ryan Reynolds and Hugh are an item, or that Ryan is, into guys, and that Blake Lively is his beard. That's the term for someone who's like in a relationship with a gay person, so they can seem like they're in a hetero relationship, and it's sort of just the disguise to make them look like they're manly hetero, but reality, they like other guys. And so theories of like this have been I have a client telling me for some time, Ryan's gay. I want to be clear, my position, I believe you should love who you want. Agreed. Who cares if he's gay? I don't even know. I just definitely believe repressing who you are takes its toll over time. And I've heard this theory a lot. Now, I don't know what's true. It's really none of my business. But look what she decided to do. Now, again, spoiler alert. This is at the end of the movie. We're revealing her husband. They're just not that into each other. We can't figure out what's going on, and something's there. And that's when Blake Lively realizes that he's not into Blake Lively. He's into his mob boss partner, who's a man. And so she helps to facilitate him with his mob boss partner that we realize think is the bad guy. But look at him. She's like, yes, go make out. Yes. Oh yeah, enjoy. Cause I'm your beard. I'll do whatever you want. And so here she is, a hero to all, equality and everyone. Blake really is looking out. No, she's just manipulating so she can control. Anyway, that's part of the reveal. So to see that the whole movie, this wedding in where was it? In Italy. Where was the city? Capri, right? Capri. This whole thing with the rich mobster husband that she marries. The twist is, yeah, she's his beard. So it's just like, what is that? She's clearly trolling us. She's admitting it. She's like, yeah, we know. I know. I'm just going to troll you and put it in your face. And does that mean it's more likely, less likely? I don't know. It's not really the point of the story, but just the audacity of that is quite interesting. Now, beyond that, there's a lot of other moments in the film. Our colleague, Zach, came up with another good theory. I'm going to go through some of these as some of these swipes from the film seemingly came in. TikToker just plain Zach. That is our Zach, right? Yes. Just making sure. I give him proper shout out. I don't go to his TikTok.
Blake Lively's new movie, Another Simple Favor, just came out, and yes, she is trolling Justin Baldoni in it.
I'm used to no filter.
You would think she and her hubby Ryan Reynolds.
But anyway, as he's going to get it, he's probably going to...
Without my express written consent. Don't try me, Bubba. Love you.
Now, if you noticed, this is said and was famously on the Megyn Kelly show where he said that they were going to sue Blake Lively into oblivion. Well, here's a clip from Another Simple Favor.
If you don't come, I'm gonna have to sue you into oblivion for using my name and likeness without my express written consent. Don't try me, Bubba.
So there's the line. Zach's onto something. I think it's a good theory. It does feel like she said it in the moment. Her mouth's not facing camera, so they could have ADR'd that later as a little jab to Justin. It definitely comes across that way. I'm not going to lie. Zach's not off base on that in that theory. And could they have just possibly added that later in post that he and Blake and Paul thought, what a nice little funny, cute dig at Baldoni. It's possible. It is possible. Another scene sees Lively go, oh, lighten up, I'm just busting your balls, which echoed a famous line she said to Baldoni, as we know, calling herself a ball buster. So yeah, fans took to social media. Isn't she a victim? Why is she acting like her allegations are a joke? Embarrassing. Every time she opens her mouth, I dislike her more. That's her. She's playing herself. She's a menace. It's just all very frustrating to watch. This movie... when I can look at things objectively, which I can, had some interesting, fun ideas in the beginning, but by the second half, completely loses itself with the triplet, the cess scene, all of it, Blake playing herself. This movie really is a hot mess. I want to know what you guys actually think. Did you watch it? Were you surprised? And what do you think of this scene with Blake Lively making out with Blake Lively against her? This whole thing is just Hollywood is gross. And Blake and Ryan are proving to be some of the grossest, in fact. What they made Kid Pool say, their own daughter, what she's doing here. But Justin's the creep, right? Justin's the creep. Yeah, oh, that creepy old Justin. Yeah, I haven't seen him do anything as creepy as I've seen both Ryan and Blake do now on multiple occasions. But whatever, Blake, the victim for all victims. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the bell for all alerts. Smash that thumbs up, will you? And leave a comment down below. What are your thoughts on all this? Let me know. I want to think. What is the grossest thing here? What do you think? We got a lot more coming your way, so make sure you subscribe and stay tuned for a lot more here on Popcorn Planet.